Hello friends, today I am going to build a beautiful animated chat application based on React.js. But wait, anyone having knowledge in HTML, CSS and simple JavaScript can achieve the same. So here is the demo what we are building today. So this is the app we are building today. So if you reload, you can see all around here you've got some nice little animations like here in the chat window and here also. See again. See, also you got nice little hover animations here in these buttons, here in the information tab, and also if I type something and press enter, I got nice little pop-up animation like this. Okay, if you think this is the video for you, so please smash that like button, and any kind of query and issues just let me know in the comment section below. My name is Ronnie and you are watching Easy Coding. So without wasting any more time, let's jump into the code. So our first step to create a brand new React application, and I need to bring my terminal or command prompt here. So the easiest way is to go here and type cmd. It will open up the terminal on Windows system, and here I will type npx create React app and the app name. In our case the app name is React Chat UI. You can put any name you want, okay, and just press enter. So this is gonna take some time and create a brand new boilerplate React application for me, and I'm gonna speed up the video. So as you can see, the project has been generated. So I need to navigate to the project directory, cd so I will navigate to the project directory, cd React Chat UI, and to run the project I just need to run npm start, enter. This will open our project in local server in 3000 port. Here you can see this is the boilerplate project for the React app. Let's close the app right now, and I'm opening the files in my favorite code editor, which is Visual Studio Code, but you can use any kind of text editor you want. So code dot, I'll rerun the server. Fine, the server is running. I'll minimize the folder and let me rearrange it so we can see both side by side. Okay, so this is our project directory, and here this is the file is responsible what you are seeing right now here. So like this, let me remove everything and paste hello world, save. So you can see hello world is here printing. I don't need the logo and application over there. Okay, and in app.css I will remove everything from here. Save. So pretty much we have nothing right now. So now let's add my own class. Suppose I'm adding main. This is our main class. Okay, so the main class I'm adding some boilerplate CSS. So let me copy and paste the CSS and I will explain what is happening here. This is means this style will be applied to the all elements present in the DOM. Okay, so we are making box sizing border box for all elements. Okay, now this will make the HTML height 100%. I can use 100 VH also, but for some browser the VH is still not supported, so I prefer to use percentage. because it's supported for all the browsers. All backdated and modern browsers support this. Okay, here is a root div. I go to public directory. In the index.html you can find there is a root div already present here. So I am adding some CSS over there, which is I'm changing the background, I'm making it display flex, and every content making center and making its heights 100%. Then I'm going to apply some CSS here in the main div. What I'm applying, let's see. I'm making max width of 90%, margin is auto, background color mean height. This time I'm using VH, width of 100%, max width 90%, so eventually it will works like 90% with display flex, padding left 0. So let's save, let's see what's happening. So here you can see something like this. Okay, so let me show our mockup first. So here is the mockup. We can divide into multiple components. So first I can divide like navbar and chat body. Okay, so let's create these two components. To create a component, I'm just going to our code editor and let's create the component. In the src folder, I'm creating a new folder called components, and in the components I'm going to create folders called nav, So in nav I'm creating two files, one for JS, one for CSS. Okay, so for the component file name is nav.js and another file is nav.css. Fine, this two is a component which is done, and another component, let's create the chat body. It will be on the folder of chat body. Here also we will create two new files called chatbody.js and another one is chatbody.css. Okay, so let's apply some JS here. So this is the chat body. This is the nav.js. In nav.js, paste the component. Also let's import the CSS and the logo image. So this is our nav component. So what I'm doing here, I'm creating a div with the class name of nav, and inside the nav we are using called nav blocks, and there I'm adding the logo. So currently the logo is not here. Let me add the logo first. So in the src folder, I'm going to create a new folder called images, and in images let me add a image called logo.png. Okay, save. So you can see nothing is happening here because we are not imported the component here in the app module. Okay, so let me import it over there in the nav, and here create the nav. So I can see this is the logo. So let me apply some CSS in the nav.css file. Anyway, all these files will be available in the GitHub link, so feel free to copy and paste and implement as you want. In the nav class, like here, the main div, I'm adding a max width, flex content, some simple CSS, making the cursor pointer like this, showing the component. And now in the chat body, let's import the CSS first, then giving a class of chat body like this. Okay, so here in the chat body CSS, let me add some CSS also here in the chat body. Okay, I've added everything correctly. chatbody.css, chatbody.css, render. So if I inspect this sheet, main, we have nav, and we don't have chatbody because we haven't imported yet. So let's import it here in the chatbody. Imported that. So now it's kind of in shape. Let me show you the mockup again. So in the chat body we have also these three parts, like the chat list area, the chat content area, and the user profile area. So we will divide the chat body into three separate components. First is chat list, second is chat content, and another one is user profile. So let's create the component first. I'll create a new folder called chat list. Sorry, I'm going to components folder, create a new folder called chat list. In the chat list we will create two files. One is chat list.js, another one is chat list.css. Okay, so we have added chat list. We need to add two more, like chat content, new folder, chat content. Here we will create two new files, chat js, new file chat.css. okay, so this is done. And the last one is the user profile. Let's create the folder user profile. Here user profile.js, and another one is user profile.css. So currently all set. Let's add some, like chat list, boilerplate JSS. Simply add the chat list component in the chat body and the chat content. The chat content and user profile I will use RCC. So the components are initialized. So let's import in the chat body, the chat body.js. Let's maximize it. You guys can see it, right? Okay, so here firstly import the chat list, then chat content, then user profile. Okay, so first import chat list, then chat content, then user profile. So these three components are imported. So let's first work on the chat list component. So in the chat list component, let's import. Where is the chat list component? I don't need index.html. In the chat list component, let's import the CSS first. Chat list.css. This one. Okay, let's give it a class name like chat list as a main component. And first, what we have first we have a button, then a heading and a button, then the search bar. Okay, so let's add that. So let's first add the button. This is the button. By the way, I'm using the Fontosum icon, but we have not imported the Fontosum yet. Go to public folder in the HTML file. Let's add the CDN of the Fontosum. Okay, also let's React chat app. Done. So let's see how is it looking. So this is how it is looking, very ugly. Not an issue, don't need the index.html right now again. So what I've added the button right now. Then let's add some the heading also. So this is another div, the heading and the button and the search bar. So this is it. So this is how it is looking. So let's apply some CSS to make it more realistic. So I'm going to my chatlist.css file. I'm going to copy my all CSS and paste it here. Okay, you can find all the CSS in my GitHub repository. So feel free to download it. I've added the CSS file over here. It's all just simple CSS like padding, margin and some animations. This is the animation, main animation. So let's see how it's looking right now. Let's add some CSS on the button also. So to add the CSS on the button, I will go to app.css and let's go to app.css. Where is it? App.css, and let's add the button. CSS related to the button. This is the button, this is the hover state, this is the if we have any kind of icon over there, and if I have any kind of the texts. So let's see how it's looking right now. So this is it, this is the hover effect. We can type here, so nothing is happening extra. You can see also we have a simple 1 pixel border on the right side. Let's create the chat items. Okay. So let's go to here. So in the chat item, this one is a separate component, and in between there we can use the avatar. This one also has a separate component, as we need to use this other ways like here, this also here. Okay, so what I will do, I will create a component, this component, and inside that I will create another component for the avatar. Let's go to my editor, and first I don't need nav. I'm removing the nav. User profile don't need right now. Chat body, we don't need chat body right now. We don't need app.css right now, and that's it. In the chat list here we need to add that thing. Let's add a div. Here we will write all the list items. Create a new component called chat list items .js. So this is the boilerplate chat list items, and what will be here is this. So in the chat list, let's import it in the chat list. So what I did, so first I initialized some boilerplate, some dummy chat names, like this is the image, this is the name, this is the ID, is the user is active or not, is the user online or not. Okay, what does the mean active and online? You will know it later. And what I did here, we did map through, we are looping through this array over here, and we are passing the data like name, the key, and the is active or not, is online or not, and the image, and this is the animation time to the child component of this chat item. And here what we are doing, we are getting the props right now in the div and adding the image. And what I did is another one avatar, but we have not created the avatar yet. So let's create the avatar avatar.js, this is another component. So in the avatar.js, see, so let's see how it's showing right now. It's showing the chat item is not defined. Chat items is not defined. Okay, so let's see what we missed. Chat item. Okay, so we have not imported the chat items yet, so not an issue. Let's import. So this is it, but this is not showing right now. Why? As because of the CSS. You can see there is no CSS applied here. You can see animation name is showing, but we haven't defined the animation name here. So this is the keyframe animation. What it's doing, it's scaling from 0 to 1, from 0 to its normal state. Okay, so now it should work. See, so this is the online state, which is something like this color. Let me zoom in. This is online and this is active. This is active. Okay, and this is online state. Hope you got that. So this part is done. So let's add the main chat. To add the main chat section, what I need to do is create another component. Sorry, we already created the component called chat content, I guess. Chat content.js. Here in the chat content.js, let's add the JS file first. Let me copy and paste everything for the time span, and I will explain everything again. This is the main. We added an overall div, container div, and we have added a chat header. This is the chat header, this is the chat body, and this is the chat footer. We can also separate this in other components, but to make it more simple, I didn't do that. So what is chat header, chat body, and chat footer? Let's go to the mockup. So this part here is the chat header, this part header is the content, and this is the footer part. Okay, you got that? In the header, in the chat content header, what we have a block with the name, with the avatar. What is the avatar? This is the avatar. We did create it in the last section here. In the avatar, we are calling it again here, the chat content avatar, with the image passing, with the active state passing, and the name. So this is the main header, chat header. And in the body, what we did, the body, we did some kind of JS coding. So what is this? We have created another component here. I have called another component here, this chat item. But let me add the chat item component first. In the chat content, let's add a new file, chat.js. In the chat item.js, let's copy and paste. What are the chat items? These are the chat items. Okay, so these all are the chat items. What we have avatar, and we have a div, and here we have some heading and two subheadings. So here in the div, we have another div, we have a message, and we have avatar, and we have two different spans. We didn't make this dynamic yet. So in the chat item, I've imported the chat item. We have imported the chat item and called the chat item and passed the key, user, message, and images. And here in the we got the data by props and used here the image and the class name. We are looping through the chat variable. So what is the chat variable? I declare some static chat contents like the user image, like the message, and the type. What type of the type means if the type is blank, that is me. If the type has the word other, means the other user sent the message. Okay, so this is other user's message, this is my message, this is other user's message, this is my message. When we initialize the constructor, we did the state in the chat and set the value to this variable, and the message is blank. So let me go to the footer. In the footer, what is a button? Is a text area field and another send button. Okay, so here we have the first button, we have the input section and the button, and input section is mapped with the button, and the value is the message variable of the state. And when the value is changed of the input field, I am setting the state to this, the current value of the input box. And when we press enter, like the key code 13 means the enter, we will push the message whatever you are typing to the variable we declared earlier, and after that we are assigning the state chat variable to that variable. By this way, it is automatically updating the chat without contacting with the backend provider. After that, the chat added another function, scroll to bottom, and what the scroll to bottom is doing is referencing. We already taken reference, the create reference. Where is this? And we have added the scroll behavior as a smooth. So let's see how is it working right now. So you can see this is it, but we haven't applied any kind of CSS, right? So let's add the CSS file. So in the chat content.css, I'm copying and pasting all the CSS. You can simply copy and paste the CSS, and later I hope you always know little bit of CSS, because it's not an beginner level tutorial. Okay, so let's see how is it looking right now. Yeah, boom. So you can see everything looks fine, but the scroll bar, I don't like the scroll bar. So let's change the scroll bar. To change the scroll bar, let's go to the app.css. What is the app.css? Not open it yet. App.css. This is the CSS. I want the width of 5 pixel. I want the background color. I want the background color of the thumb and the hover color. So let's see now how it's looking. It's looking fine. See? Hi. See? Boom. Hello. It's all happening without connecting with the backend. Just the array we declared here. The array we declared here in the chat content.js is the chat item. Whenever we are pushing, adding some content and pressing enter, this value is adding to this chat items, and this chat items variable is showing this all data like this. Fine. Okay, so let's do the last thing, the profile thing. So let's close this chat item, chat content, chat list, avatar, everything. Okay, so here is the profile, user profile.js. In user profile.js, what we did the user profile.css, imported first, then we have added a div. Let me show. We have added a div, the whole div, and in the whole div we have these boxes. These boxes are collapsible, these boxes are not collapsible. So you can see profile, a div called profile card is the same, because we have the same kind of styling over here. This white background, a little bit of shadow. So this is the profile card, and we have added the content over here. We have added the text, and this is the image and the text. Simple. So let's add the CSS for it. This is the CSS for it. So user profile, I will set the width of that like for this width, and then the profile card is background color, border radius, everything over here. This thing. Let me refresh and see how is it looking. Already it's looking fine. So how this thing is happening, right? So we have added a, let me go to over there. You can see in the header we have added a on click event listener with a toggle info class. Is adding a class here open, and based on this open class we have display block and display none. Initial position is showing the profile content. Initial position is the profile content is display none, and whenever the open class is adding, we are making display block. So whenever we are clicking, see, so let me refresh it from the beginning. Boom. Hello. Hey. So this is the UI part of the video. It's not fully responsive yet. We can make it responsive with the use of media query, which I will do in the later videos, and in the next video I will make it dynamic with the use of Node backend, or else we can do it with the Firebase. Let me know in the comment section below what you prefer, the Node or the Firebase. Whatever you will prefer, just let me know. I will make the backend like that way, and I will provide a detailed tutorial. So this is not a beginner level tutorial. You should need at least minimum knowledge in React. I did not type all these things because it will take a lot more time. This is my first video actually, so for the next video I will try to make it more good for you. So let me know in the comment section below what mistakes I did, and please just feel free to let me know whatever you feel, and just press the like button and share as soon as possible. I'm planning to make a WebRTC based chat video calling app, so I'll do it as soon as possible. Thank you guys. Thank you.